I grew up like in my culture and in my like how I grew up. I saw my dad, who's the one who, who's the one who's bringing the money home, who's the one who's out doing the stuff, and my mom was looking after the house, cleaning, cooking, looking after the babies and all that. This is what she do all her life, and
her mom and her mom.
And her mom and her mom and her mom.
But she also got married when she was 13. And
yeah, and my dad is the same. My dad and my dad and my dad. And,
right.
And I think I lived in the West for how many years, and, my views become different. But I think as I'm getting older, it's as I'm going back to that idea of like, this is what I'm expecting from my wife.
But we don't live a conventional life. Like,
but
I basically work for you and you climb mountains, and it's not like your dad.
In the Quran, they said, your brother come first, then your mom, your dad, your wife, your son. بحكي لها انه ابوي اول شيء اخوي، بعدين امي، بعدين ابوي، بعدين اختي، بعدين انتي. يعني بالاخير بتيجي. This is how, if you do it this way, because when she have a son, this is exactly going to be the same. So my dad now do not work. All my brother and sister, everyone will pay my dad every month, and that's it. He didn't have to work. He didn't have to go to work, because he raised us. We went to university and finished, and now he could sit down, and I'll give him like 300 a month. My brother is in England. They give him everyone 200 and 300, and he's just chill out. So my mom and dad, they shouldn't like need anything. They shouldn't need anything from anybody. Yes, so cool. He wants so much food. He eats so much food.
في شجرة بالسماء كبيرة وفيها أوراق للعالم كله وكل إنسان هاي الورقة بس تسقط خلص. إذا كنت أنت على الجبل أو كنت بحضن ماما وبابا أو وين ما كان.
Hello, the big tree. There is a big tree, and everyone names is there in the tree, and everyone gonna die one day. It doesn't matter where you are in the mountain or your mom's. My mom always cry every time we talk about it. So okay, we just stop. Stop talking about it. No Everest. No Everest, mama.
لا Everest.
Snow is very, as you see, it's deep. So I think we have to use the GPS to be able to know where we go in, because if you get lost, you're dead. Okay.
مش يصفي انه احنا سواء كنا كتار ولا قلال نفس الشيء دايما. فهلا خلينا نسمع. انا ما رح احكي شيء. عندنا استاذ مصطفى هو رح يكون معكم هلا.
طيب هلا بدي بس اقول لكم ايش المحيط المنجمد الجنوبي اللي هلا كنت بتسلق فيه، شفتوه؟ الشمس فيه 24 ساعة ما بتروح الشمس. بعدين احنا هون بعد ما طلعنا فوق الغيوم، شفت هلا بنكون جوا الغيوم بعدين بنطلع فوق الغيوم. لما نطلع فوق الغيوم توصل درجة الحرارة مثلا تحت ال40 توصل ده تحت ال40.
In American culture, it's the same. Like, my mom had me. She would like substitute teach, but she, you know, her main focus was taking care of me and taking me to ballet and cooking my dad. You know, it's not like it's different in American culture. I mean, yeah, a lot of women do work and take care of their kids and have nannies, and I don't, you know, I wouldn't want to have a nanny or anything like that, but it's not like it's so different from my culture either.
Yeah, but you know what I was saying before as well, that you know maybe this is how I used my life. Is I'm always.
But I'm saying it's not that different from how my life was, maybe, or
Okay, so
in a different context, but.
yeah, but as I said before, as long as you accept that and you know the expectation, like we talk about some stuff, like in my religion, like you know, you converted because you wanted to convert. I didn't tell you to convert.
بس انت كمان ما تبقيش تتلخبطي في صورة الناس، خصوصا الناس اللي عندهم نظر. هشوف وشك بخير.
اتفضل يا استاذ الحريم بتوعك مع السلامه. السلامه يا استاذ. عزيزه. عزيزه.
حطها على البي سي.
Couples can swim in the pool tonight. We can't do that.
No, thank you.
I can't swim with the men anymore.
She can show her body to a man, and I do the same. I will, you know, do the same, but I don't want my
It's
wife.
not the same.
I don't want my wife to show her body to the whole things with her.
So
her
it's been
breast
difficult
coming
for me
out
because
and
I grew up
things.
in Florida,
Well,
on the
I'm
beach, my entire life.
yeah, I know, but you know, you married now, and we talked about it a lot, and this is something important, and we don't have to fight.
But luckily at the gym they have ladies swim night on Wednesdays and Sundays, so I can go swim. There's Muslim women who wear scuba suits, but I don't want to wear a scuba suit.
Muslim woman, what?
That wears scuba suits.
We're not telling you to wear scuba dub. I'm not telling you to cover. I'm not telling you to do whatever. It's something that's simple, and it's something that nice that will give you respect and give me respect, and that's it. Nothing else. You know, but that's have to be something that you believe in it, and you do it because you want to do it, not because I want you to do it, and then, you know, then you're gonna hate me for it, and then whatever. I promise when I have money, we'll have a swimming pool. But I know if we go to the beach, we could go somewhere private.
Okay.
It's good that we talk about all this stuff now, rather than 5 years time down the line and we have Omar and Zina and Muhammad and Ahmad and Muhammad and all these children. If something bothering you about me, if you want me to shave my eyebrow because there's something wrong, then I shave my eyebrow because I think maybe something, you know, if anything that will bother you, I'll do it.
Okay.
Because I love you as well. So good marrying an American, eh?
When we first got married, you said you would never expect me to cover. And you would never ask me to cover. And you said you would never make our daughter cover, and you would never expect her to cover.
Well, I won't make my daughter cover. I will teach my daughter the Quran when she's become 10 years old or something, and she know the Quran in her heart, and then she decide to herself. If she revise or if she recite the Quran in her heart, then she will definitely cover.
Can you just, all right, imagine you've never covered your entire life.
Covered?
Covered.
Yeah, well,
just try and put yourself
I didn't
in
have any
that
hair. I didn't-
situation.
I
Do you
didn't
want me to
have-
shave my head like you? Will that be okay? I can have a bald head. Will that be okay?
Well, if
In Jordan, I'm fine with it because I feel like I fit in and I'm fine. But going to America would just be so difficult for me. I think my mom would cry. So what's going on with the guy who wants to marry Sapa?
وأثبت إنه يجي مرة يعني ويقروا الفاتحة. أبوك قال لا خليها بقى.
شويه نشوف بعض يعني هم بنسال عن بعض وكذا قال يعني انه ابوي بده يجي قلت له اهلا وسهلا قبل ما تيجوا احكوا تلفون يعني فان شاء الله.
he's like really tiny, he's like half of Sabha, really skinny
Is
and
he
tiny.
tall?
اول ما شفناه احنا قلنا
Is he
But when
tall?
they saw him, they all laughed and thought, what's that?
طيب مش شرط كثير شويه وبعدين يعني هو حبته قليله وضعيف فلما شفناه احنا ضحكنا بس لما
But when he start talking, everyone go, oh my God. So they thought,
Why?
no, but because he was really like He's very good spoken, like really great spoken.
So they came here, they sat, and they saw Sapa, and they said, yes, we want to marry, or what?
يعني اجوا قعدوا قالوا خلاص منا صبحة.
طول بقول له انا خلص بدي انا سبحان الله يعني
And
انا
my dad said, listen, Sabha is losing weight now. She's doing this program. And he said, no, don't lose weight. I like it.
انا مصطفى ما شفته هالقد قلت معقول هذا بده نشاف صبحه كيف وين طول صبحه وينه.
She wasn't really convinced with him first, but when she sat with him here,
معاه اقتنعت شافت
she
انه
thought, yes, he's a really nice man. She talked to him and she said, okay. And he told my dad, okay, let's read Al-Fatiha, you know, the opening of the Quran. And my dad said, okay, wait for 2 days. He said he's gonna bring his dad tomorrow. And they're gonna talk, and then maybe 3 days they will read the Quran. يعني
And then
ثلاث
we'll have
أربع
an
أيام
engagement party? Will we have an engagement party?
راح تعملوا حفلة صغيرة.
يعني اذا عملنا
يبقى ايه؟
And I've been very, very lucky to be climbing 13 mountains in the past year, and he's still alive. With so many people died in front of me, and people going in the crevasses, and people losing their toes and finger, and I'm still having my toes and finger. I still have a little problem with my big toes in the right hand and my right leg and left, but I'm gonna keep going, and as long as I'm not gonna lose it, I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna be stupid and lose my toes. I need my toes. Woo! Let's go.
This is a pickup where we're shooting them.
Okay.
And you've got my voiceover in English, which is going to be yours in Arabic.
Okay.
Cool.
أنا تقريبا 1000 متر من السمت، إحنا بالهاي فقلت أسوي المسج هاي علشان إذا بكرة راح تكون وحدي مش راح أقدر أسوي المسج فأسويها اليوم. بحيي جلالة الملك عبد الله الثاني، الجيش الأردني والأمن العام على جعل بلدنا أأمن بلد في العالم.
Great shot.
Those go there. Those are the only two long ones, and they look good then.
I did everything.
Here, we can maybe move these over. So do you know what we're doing?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're doing? I'm not going up there, you
I
are.
don't know what I'm doing, no. I'm climbing.
You're crazy. Mustafa, where did you take this one?
Was this in Lebanon?
No, he doesn't climb in Lebanon.
What's that, sorry?
Where was this one, in Alaska?
This is the highest point in North America.
Oh, I read about it. That was
Yeah.
2 years ago. Or,
Last year, yeah.
But so we're selling the photos, and all the
This is,
proceeds will go for his
highest point
next
in
mountain
the-
expeditions to Mount
Elbrus.
Everest. There'll be some party. Yes, if you guys would like to come. Oh, it's too bad. Well, you guys are welcome. It's 7:30 to 9:30. Okay. Thank you.
في المطبعة من المطبعة. هاي المطبعة الوطنية هون مش بعيد عنكم. لا هون هون مش بعيد. أنا ومارتن لا مارتن.
مستحيلة من أخفض بقعة إلى أعلى بقعة على سطح الأرض. سيقدم فيه عرض صور وفيلم من الاستكشاف ومغامرة طفسران في صف الجبال. يستمر المعرض من 23 إبريل إلى 13 نيسان.
أيوة يا محمود.
This is Sammy's, my wife, fiance.
My cousin is her fiance.
ابعد هيك.
سوي لي. كلها منخار الصورة.
What about the picture?
I said it's all because you have a big nose.
انت شو دخلك؟ برينه بس
طيب
اكيد
يلا
بحكي.
سوي. She's gonna do my legs and you know in exchange of that I'll give her the phone to call her fiance 1 minute and then he will call her back. محمود ما برد. هاي ما برد. كم مشغول.
يلا
ها.
الو باسمي
الو. ايوه.
كم بدك تجيبي لنا؟
How many children are you gonna bring?
2, maybe 3.
2 go أمريكا.
2 you go to America.
5
5 you stay. You
Do you
come.
want 5? No.
I don't mind 5.
No, don't lie.
5 بيبي
شو أول واحد بدك تسميه؟
What's the name of the first one?
Salam.
Name?
سلام.
Omar or Layla?
أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. خبر الله يا شيخ. خبر الله يا شيخ.
وبعدين السلام عليكم بس وقف حكي
الله يمد في عمرك.
اهلا وسهلا يا عيال اصحاب العلم والصبر شرفتكم زياده
شو مالك؟ شرفك. سيد محمود اللي تعملوا العملية بخشمه؟ ها؟ تعملوا العملية؟ شو مالها؟
صارت اليوم بتقول له سلام يا ابني ليش الموضوع هذيك اليوم بتقول لي اختك هيك وهيك عيب يما قد ما يكون الواحد بيمزح مع امه بس مش هالقد يتجرأ عليها عيب يما عمري ما غلطت في حدا انا
يلا بسيطة بسيطة.
لا بدي تحكي معي ولا احكي معاه
I've always believed in religion that everyone's looking for the same thing and that it's different paths that people take towards God. And I wasn't a practicing Christian. And I liked Islam for its scientific approach and how it explained things more from a scientific aspect. And us getting married, if we're going to have children, it's important that they're raised under the same religion. And I also like the structure that it sets up. I mean, the praying 5 times a day, I think it really keeps people thinking on high moral grounds and just, you know, the separation of men and women a lot. I mean, in America, like, you have the complete opposite and you have all these problems with 12-year-olds getting pregnant and AIDS. Like, it's complete opposite and it's much worse.
And in your heart?
What about my heart?
You know, you believe in God? There's no...
Yeah.
There's just one God?
I've always believed in God. I mean, come on.
But do you believe there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is the prophet?
Yes, and I believe Muhammad is a prophet. Yeah.
Okay, so you believe it in your heart?
Yes. But, you know, as I said before, people have other ways of interpreting things and other ways of reading things.
You know, we were saying, I'm not going to say it again and stuff, but, you know, as I said, I lived in England for 14 years. And I always said I would never marry to a Westerner. Not because I have anything against Westerner. You know, I loved England, I love Scotland, I love the way they live and things. But it's easier for me and for my children. Because it's important, my children, how I'm going to grow them up. This is how they're going to, you know, my daughter will not leave.
But you chose to marry a Westerner. I mean,
okay, but, you know, we
and obviously there's different ideas. And
but listen, I don't want to change anything in you. This is the whole thing.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to change anything. You know, if we have sometimes fight and things, and because I don't like this and I don't like that, it just, I don't want to change anything in you. I want you to be the way you are, and you know, and maybe you will just have to work it really hard to do that, and that's it. Well, let's see what happens.
And understanding exactly what I'm doing, and the people around them understand exactly the circle that he's trying to build up in Jordan, and to try to get the image of Jordan and let people in Jordan, the next generation, to start thinking differently and look to the world differently. And we need to start building these bridges between us and the West. I traveled in the past 2 years, I visited 16 countries, and people everywhere are fantastic. You know, there is nothing, it's not us to judge anybody. And I've learned from a master in India that the only judgment you can do is between flour and shit, sorry. And because flour smell nice and look nice, and shit look shit and smell shit. But if you go back to see where that flour made from, it made from that shit. So people should not judge anybody where they're from and what they believe, because it doesn't mean anything. So thank you so much again, and I hope you enjoy the movie. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That is Albus. 18,600 first Jordanian to ever summit and stand in the highest point in Europe. Fantastic.
Are you sad? No, it's okay. Be happy. كيف حالك معهم؟ Not good? لا. They're boys. مجنون. It's okay. Smile. انتي جنن. خلاص. It's okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
There's no pleasure.
You know, because I've never been in a relationship like this. Never in my life.
I know.
Never. Like being with somebody for 6 months. Never in my whole life.
I know. It's okay.
So, you know, so that's something, you know, you have to take in perspective.